All right, Crush. Here we are looking at your swing from last weekend. This is one of your better hits. I got one thing I think I've already told you is, a lot of the times you end up swinging down on the ball, and your swing plane ends up being up here and swinging down on the ball, whereas the ball is coming, more on line like down here, and you swing down on the ball, and that's why you end up getting these pop-ups. You hit down on the ball and it hits a backspin and the ball goes up in the air. This one, however, you did a very good job of getting on plane. You saw the ball was high, you stayed high, and you did a lot better job putting it on plane. It was still a fly ball, but you hit it. This one you hit really deep out into left field, and the guy ended up catching it. But a lot better job of getting on plane. There's another thing I just want to point out to you. So we can get a little bit more power into your swing here. Stance I like. You don't have too wide a stance. You get the hands in a pretty good location. I would probably, the only thing is I would just kind of keep those in a little bit tighter. Keep that bat in a little tighter, and what that allows you to do is it allows you to keep the bat back and your hands back as long as possible and let you get your hips through, which you'll see that you don't on this. And that without the hips going through first, you can get a whole lot more power if you get those hips through there first. So the bat angle pretty good, but a little bit more back toward the catcher, just a little bit more here would help you out a little bit. All right, so as we come through here, and this isn't the best quality. I've got this zoomed in off my iPhone and only doing 30 frames per second. So, your load here and step all looks good. You do end up cocking the bat just a little bit more. Okay. Now, when you plant here, you do a good job of. Let's get a different color here. You do a good job of keeping your head still. Okay, you do a good job of that. Notice head stays still, doesn't move forward all the way through. Okay, so that's good. All right, so let's look at a couple of other things here as we're swinging. Let's look at that ball plane. You can see it's way up high. It was out of the zone. But I want you to watch. So we had this ball coming in. This pitcher's looking at it, and it's probably coming in like this. Let's see if that ball plane's looking about. That's even higher than that. So let me erase that. It was probably up along here. Okay. That's the ball plane that the ball was coming in, high fastball. Okay. But notice where you get the bat. You get the bat on the plane. See it right there? And you keep it there, right on plane. Okay, that's a perfect example of staying on plane. And when you can stay on plane like that, you're going to have a lot more line drives. Okay, this one wasn't really a line drive. I mean, it was a deep fly ball, but it was also high. So it's kind of hard not to hit a fly ball on that high fastball there that the guy got you. But great job of keeping the bat on plane to the pitch. Okay, a lot different than some of your swings. That's what you just have to watch. Is that when you get, and I'll try and get another one of you, but when the pitch comes in, more like here, okay, you have a tendency to have that bat come down like that, and then around like. So, even on those low pitches, you want to get that bat on plane. Okay. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you here is notice you're in kind of what I call three position here, where you get your hands, the bat's kind of up against your shoulder. The one thing we're missing is your hips fully through. You can see we don't see. Look at your back leg. We don't see the stripe. We don't see it up and down. We don't see that back hip turn. So when I say hit it with your back hip, you got to think getting that back hip through first, okay, before we start using the hands. Notice even here, okay, you get into a good front position, Okay, good front position. But look at that back hip again. That back hip's still not completely through. We still don't see the side of your knee. This should all be turned. And if you can watch some other people, watch Ben's video, you'll see his hips clear, okay, to where his leg looks like this. Okay, now you eventually get to it right there, but that's already after contact. Okay, if you can get to that first and hit it with your back hip first, then you're going to have more power. Okay, you do a good job extending. Okay, good job extending the arms right there, extending out and coming around. Okay, all that other stuff looks good. If we can start get you hitting with that back hip, you'll have a lot more deep balls. All right.